maybe. And then we ran back in, and we were just pulling stragglers who were still in the parking lot, calling people, and we were like, you need to get out of here right now.
How many people did you get through that window?
We probably pushed 30 or 35 people through that window.
And was this person shooting at you guys while you were doing it?
He was not shooting at us, not that I know of. No one around me was going down. He was focused more on that front area until he got done with that.
It sounds like you knew pretty quickly what was going on.
As soon as I looked up and as soon as I heard the shots, I knew exactly what was going on. And that was
there's confusion, it's crowded, there's music, but you figured it out pretty quickly. Why?
Instinct, I guess. That's all that I could do. But it was just like, I'm here to protect my friends, my family, my fellow humans, and I know where I'm going if I die, so I was not worried to sacrifice. So all I wanted to do was get as many people out of there as possible.
Yeah, a lot of people calling Matt a hero this morning. You're looking at the live scene again, the Borderline Bar and Grill, about a block from our location. You could see for a brief moment the FBI is on scene. They are assisting in this investigation. A number of agencies assisting the Ventura County Sheriff's Department. And again, it is going to be a very lengthy investigation. We're live in Thousand Oaks. John Gregory, ABC 7 Eyewitness News. Back to you.
And sort of tell you what happened and give you the nuts and bolts of it. I'm Leslie Sykes along with Philip Palmer, and we have that 13 people, that is the number right now, are dead after a gunman went into a bar on Rolling Hills Drive and opened fire. This was around 11:20 last night. It's the Borderline Bar and Grill in Thousand Oaks. A Ventura County Sheriff Sergeant was killed in the shooting. His name, Sergeant Ron Helis. He responded to the scene, and he was shot after he entered the building, and he died at the hospital.
Right now, no other information on the victims or the gunman has been officially released by authorities. We are hoping for some sort of update. Some of the victims are being treated at Los Robles Regional Medical Center. That is where Deputy Helis was taken as well. This shooting happened during what's called College Country Night. It's hosted every Wednesday. Deputies say there were hundreds of people inside when this shooting happened. A reunification center has been set up at the Global Center located at 1385 East Jans Road in Thousand Oaks. We have seen people just almost in a state of just incapable of emoting. Right. They're just sitting there waiting. That is a horrific scene to have to watch and wait. But if you're looking for some information on someone who may have been involved in this, you can call the Emergency Information Hotline at 805-465-6650. And that reunification center,
the fuck I didn't go in for
it is
gut-wrenching.
Gut-wrenching.
Yes, it is.
Take it up.
Just the lack of knowing anything. And some people we've heard, they'll stay there. Others just can't sit and wait, and so they just keep moving. Just keep moving.
There's no way to tell how you will react in a situation like that. And similarly, in a situation where we just heard from the witness where you are inside and gunshots ring out, and you don't know if you're going to be the calm person as he was to help people get out, or if you are going to panic, and it's just different for everyone. We should also mention, though, that the gunman is dead inside.
One of the things that I also noticed with one of the witness statements was she was from Chicago. She mentioned, because you're talking about college students, now Lutheran, Pepperdine students, they're from all over the country, all over the world, and there will be people in other cities anxiously waiting to find out what happened. Mark Cota-Robles is live at Los Robles Regional Medical Center, and hopefully, Mark, in many cases, sadly, that is where they took Ron Helis, who died at that hospital.
Another useless tragedy.
What's happening with you is people are able to notify family, notify friends as to where they are and how they're doing.
Yeah, Philip, we have seen family members arrive here at the hospital over the past couple of hours. We got here around 2 in the morning. We are just outside of the ER entrance here at Los Robles Hospital. Again, this is 2.5 miles from the shooting scene, just off the Little Freeway on the north side of the freeway. I want to show you right here behind us, staff from the Ventura County Medical Examiner's Office. They arrived about 15 minutes ago. We have the Ventura County Sheriff, along with the fire department. Representatives from all those agencies are here at at the hospital this morning. And yes, as you mentioned, we did get confirmation that this is where Sergeant Ron Helus was brought, a 29-year veteran of the Sheriff's Department. This is where he passed away after he was shot multiple times in this active shooter situation at the Borderline Bar and Grill in Thousand Oaks. And so clearly broken hearts here in Ventura County. We have seen many of the sheriff's deputies who have been on site leave over the past 30 minutes or so. However, there is still a lot of activity going in and out of the ER, not only the law enforcement, but what appears to be family members. Among the family members, I told you about this during our last half hour, we heard from the uncle of one of the missing, 18-year-old Elena Housley. Housley is a freshman over at Pepperdine University. She was among those who was attending the Borderline Bar and Grill, the music and dancing last night that was underway. She was there with several of her roommates, though she got separated from the group, and her uncle was here at the hospital, Adam Housley, a former reporter for Fox News Channel. He was here trying to learn a little bit more about his niece. He did not know where she was, could not get a hold of her. He spoke to one of her roommates, and that roommate told him that when the shooting happened, they simply lost track, that everyone started running, and they had not heard from Elena since then. He had been to the reunification center where Brandy Hill is located. At that time, when he was at that location, he said there wasn't a lot going on and that she was not a bear, and so he's just trying to piece everything together, trying to get some good news. Over the past 15 minutes or so, we saw Adam leave this location. Unclear if that's good news or bad news. He was just trying to locate her. He was fearing the worst, thinking that she may be among the dead inside the Borderline Bar and Grill. He was certainly hoping that was not the case. He described her as a young scholar, a bright girl, a good girl, his niece and godchild, and just heartbreaking for him to kind of be on both sides of this. He was reporting on the Las Vegas shooting just over a year ago, and so he's been on this side of it as a member of the media, and now to be here as a family member and to watch and wait for information, it is gut-wrenching, it's heartbreaking for him, and so that's just kind of a little peek into what a family member is going through this morning as all of us are waiting for answers, waiting for more information. Again, here at Los Robles Hospital, what he was hoping was that she was among the dozen or so victims that were brought to this location. And we know many people self-transported. They hopped in cars after the shooting and came here to this hospital to receive treatment. Many of them recovering here at the hospital this morning. No clear indication of how many actually showed up to Los Robles Hospital. We have only been told that in the ballpark of 12 additional victims, along with the 13 killed, became victims of this shooting. That is the very latest. We are waiting for something more official at the hospital. If and when we get that, of course, we will bring it to you. But that is what we have seen, what we have gathered here outside the ER at Los Robles Medical Center. Philip and Leslie, we'll send it back to you.
Okay. And they found those 12 people inside, including the gunman.
It's just one of those things where it's such chaos. You hear the heroism of these officers. The two went in, and this, we now have our first image of Sheriff Deputy Ron Helus, a 29-year veteran. You saw that picture right there. This is apparently from his Facebook page as well. And it really humanizes the person. This is the first known, identified victim of this. There will be 11 other families that we will be introduced to in such a manner that we would have never wanted to be introduced to them. Ron Helus, killed in the line of duty today as a hero,
did.
according to Sheriff Jeff. I'm just going to pull up the Jeff Dean, Sheriff Jeff Dean. And it can't be argued. There were so many heroes in this, but he died into a scene not knowing what was there, trying to save others, and sadly, Ron Helus has died. And you're now
29 years with the force, and was expected to retire in the next year or so.
Survived by a wife and child.
All the more tragic. That's right. He leaves behind a wife and a son.
29 years.
And there he is. He absolutely was a hero in all of this, and certainly saved lives.
As we get
Yeah,
more
while that
information
gunman
on
was
this,
shooting at
we've
him, he
talked
saved
to- there were hundreds of
that
people.
probably
We've
did
talked to
save
so
the
many
lives of
people,
others.
And we've talked
Or he
to
didn't.
Brandy Hitt, who is at the
Yeah, 'cause they had time to get out.
Right.
But we've
He wasn't
also
focused on
heard
them.
from other people who were separated in the
Who
shooting,
knows how many
and
lives
then
he
they
saved.
reunited at the shooting. It's not knowing at this
Another
point,
great
Brandy,
serviceman
that is
saves
weighing so
lives.
heavily on on at least
By
11
giving his
families,
own.
but likely so many more, because there will be some who are just not in contact with their family yet.
It's agonizing to sit and wait, Philip and Leslie, but that's kind of at the stage that we are right now. We are here at the Global Center where families are coming and hoping for answers. And
I'm wondering if it's going to be some punk that wasn't invited or something.
And speaking with us. What are you able to tell families who are coming here right now? And
I think it's going to be political.
Just to find out if their loved ones are okay.
Yeah, I was thinking of that.
We're encouraging family members to respond to the Thousand Oaks Teen Center located at 1375
Maybe a
East Kansas Road
Republican
in the
pissed
city of
off that
Thousand
Democrats
And
won
that's
the
where we are right
House.
now, right, sir?
Yeah.
And what do they bring? What can you tell them?
They don't need to
Once
bring
again,
anything.
another
We have
Trump
members of the
supporter,
Red
huh?
Cross that are
Yep.
established here right now to provide comfort care. They're bringing blankets. To
He's
the
bringing
store,
out
cold
the
outside,
anger and the
cots,
childishness in
if are
people.
so tired,
Yeah,
coffee
because,
and comfort care for
church
them.
college-
And
church
it's
colleges
established
were in
here,
there, too.
and we're just trying to locate additional
The negativity.
locate additional victims. And
He doesn't
people
have
that
a
are
positive
injured, and
outlook
we're
on
still
one
at the
thing.
preliminary stages
Just
of
lies and
information out to the
sneaky.
public.
And when you say
I
preliminary
can't wait to
stages,
find
sir,
out who he
how
was and what he
long
was
could it be
about it.
until people finally have answers at this point?
It could be several hours.
And we will have updates
I've
when
been
we
here for
find
several
out.
hours with you and your fellow
Don't forget to
trustees, and you
subscribe,
guys are
share,
beautiful.
and if you like it, like it.
Including Sergeant
Please,
Nealon.
thank
How
you.
are you doing right